How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Trailmakers Creations. Thanks for joining me. In this episode, we're going to start with this here rocket. This is a, I guess, 3-stage rocket. I was watching Scrapman build some rockets from some of his older videos when he first tried building a rocket, a multi-stage rocket. And I was like, man, you know, I don't think I've ever tried building a multi-stage rocket. So this is what I came up with. So what's kind of cool is this scenario is we're sending you to Mars, and this is all we're sending you with. So you're gonna need a source of energy, a place to stay, and a way to get back. So that's what this is. All three of those. So I'll show you what it looks like during the day when we take off and land, and how it lands. These components should all land close to each other, kind of set up like a camp, all on their own. Let's see if that works. So we hit spacebar and 2 and then 1 to detach our components. We don't want to be too high in the air, or we'll be sitting here twiddling our thumbs waiting for it to come down. So here we go, let's give it a shot. So we go up, we go 2, we go 1, and then we let this go up, and then we jump out when it stops. Don't touch it, because we can fall faster than these things come down, so we can come down to the ground and we can watch them come down. So there's the first section. That is our housing. So that's going to come down here. Ta-da! So see, we can wait in here. Safety. There is our power station. Solar panels up top there. Power generating inside, so we got electricity. And then when we need to go home, we can just jump back in this. So we have our base camp set up. What's cool is this is actually designed to be it looks better at night when the lights are out. So let's try that again, but we'll do it at night. Lights out. Alright, nighttime. Alien planet. Landing in progress. We got 2. We got 1. We got a bail. We're gonna jump down. So these things got lights on them too, so that's kind of cool too. That's why it actually looks better at night. You can see all the glowing blocks and lights and stuff on them. So this one's gonna come down. We got some lights. So it's nice yellow warm glow. It's nice and safe in here. Where's our energy station gonna come down? Like, oh boy, see that's oh, come on, there you go. See, and on top of this we got the flashing beacon in case anyone would come by. We got a flashing light up there, and then our return vehicle is gonna land over here. So if we need to, we can get in here and take off. We can get back home. Back home. So yeah, that's a 3-stage rocket. Turn the lights back on and have a look at it. So basically the way I make it auto land is by having, here, let's see, we'll separate these sections real quick. Just by doing a little, drop that one, jump out of this one. It's gonna land right on top. There you go, there you go. Oh. Alright, we'll see you when you get home, Bob. Houston, we have a problem. So these just basically use, as far as coming down, they got the stabilization again with the angle sensors in there that you can see. And the speed sensors, set them to 0.1, and as they come down, they're just connected to the thrusters. So you just have to adjust them to a set of speed. Inside here, we got some gimbal thrusters in here. See, this would have actually made probably a better hab, eh? It's a little bigger. But to try and get it to land on its side like this, what do I look like, Elon Musk? Give me a break. And then, yeah, the little compartment here. Again, that was easy enough to just have these fold down. They're just connected with sensors on top, so that when it no longer sees the above section, that's when the legs fold out. So it knows that it is on its own and in landing mode. So that was a fun build. Again, some vertical stabilizers on the inside to try and keep it fall straight. That's probably the toughest thing, is to stop the swinging back and forth when you're trying to land it. Alright, let's take a look at our next build. So this was a cool little experiment. These are propeller driven missiles. right? It's like, if the Wright brothers decided to get into weaponry. So, arrow keys leading them back. 1, 2, and 3, and it's just a propeller with an XOR gate. Dynamite stuck underneath so it explodes when it hits something. And then a couple of fins, and it's just balanced properly. The exhaust is on there as well, like a tracer, so you hit number 1. Got a decent arc on them. Oh, all the way over to the other side. So let's do this way. And we're going to lean them back. And then we're going to fire number 1, number 2, number 3. And propellers do not work in the water, not unlike anything else, and they probably will not be moving fast enough to explode. Nope. So now you just got some mines sitting on the bottom. Angle by. Here we go. Going for rank. Oh, gee. Oh, hey, come. Hey. There's no anchor on this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here we go. Going for a ride. Where are you going? All right. You do your thing. You do you, buddy. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Listen for explosions. And you thought the lambs were silent. Uno mas. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Maybe I just need more weight on the bottom of the platform. But we're going to try this again. Let's go number 2 first. Get out the way. You gonna make it? You gonna make it? Is that a good angle? Hit something. Hit something. It's going. It's going. Oh, and it's going. A little bit more. Number 1. You lucky one. You're a 1. We name you Neo. You can do it. Go all the way. Can believe in you. Oh man. You didn't stand a chance. I knew it right from the beginning. Number 3. You can do it. Oh no, he's just lazy. He's like, I'm going swimming. Alright, well, you know what? Then we just go not so long range. We just do like this. 1, 2, and 3. So he's got that little bit of a dip that goes up and then comes down. And if you can get him going fast enough, the dynamite will explode too. So yeah, that was a cool little experiment to see if you can make prop missiles. That might be something that might be a lot lighter than trying to hook up a thruster. Like even a MIDI thruster seems to be not powerful enough for the weight that it's going to compensate for, even if you were to build a 1 block wide missile, right? So I tried with a propeller. That might be easier. Alright, let's look at the next build. Now this noisy little sucker is called the Dark Star. This is a vertical flyer. It uses thrusters, and the body of the middle section there actually rotates up and down, so it's vertical and the wings stay level. It folds out into like a 6-pointed star, which you'll see in a second. So we can jump in. Again, it's using our speed sensors facing up, some thrusters. We got some helicopter engines for stabilization, of course, and our angle sensors. Now you'll also notice that I'm using the angle sensor in the back there horizontally. Normally it doesn't work that way, but as soon as I hit space once, it angles it just slightly, and that will actually keep that bubble floating so that when I rotate the body, it still functions and activates the proper helicopter engines. So I can hit spacebar to lift myself into the air. This is my controls for steering on these wings. So it kind of works when I'm in like hover mode like this for slow movements. I've got left and right. So we can get up into the air. And then when we start pushing forward, we hit number 1. And you'll see the middle section rotate. And away we go. So we have a small amount of lift by holding this up like this. These wings will actually rotate up. That'll actually give us a bit of lift. And that angle sensor up at the top there is now functioning as a vertical stabilizing angle detector. So it works when we're horizontal and it works when we're vertical as well. So we can come in like this, hit number 1 again, rotate the body. Let go of our thrust. Hey, come on. Back that way. There you go. A little bit extra thrust this way. Left shift is actually the negative setting on a couple of the gimbal jets that we have on here. That's all that they're actually good for, is bringing me down. They just bring me down. It's like gravity, man. It really brings me down. So we hold left shift, or left control, sorry. And you can see that our thrusters automatically kick on full. That's because we are dropping. And our speed sensors are set to, hey, 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 land on the ship, man. Come on. A little forward, a little level. Alright, bring her on down. Bring her on down. So yeah, because those thrusters are set to the speed sensors as soon as we start dropping downwards above 0.1. Oh, that was ugly. Hey, come on. Oh, sure. It's only behaving this way because you're watching. Straight up this way, it hovers. Left control. So you got to keep your going left and right as you're coming down, because it wants to lean left and right. You don't want too much left and right control, or else you lose the steering value of it. So that was a fun build. Small, compact, kind of noisy, but unique shape as far as the flyer goes. Kind of a nope, not aquatic. That was just a test. See if you were paying attention. Kind of inspired by Boba Fett's ship, and that it flies this away. So yeah, that's Dark Star. I'll be uploading that. And let's take a look at our final build. So the final build for this video is the Big Nose Bomber. This is a carpet bomber with a hidden fold-out tail gunner seat under here. I'll show you when we get in the air. So it is a 2-player. This was actually built for Scrapman and the boys. Take 2 of these, set up a target, an explosive target at either end of the map. Start with your bomber at either end of the map. Try and carpet bomb the other guy's target before his tail gunner can shoot down the other bomber. So it's bomber versus bomber, but you've got air to air while you're trying to defend a target that's on the ground. So that could be fun. That'd be entertaining. Alright, so as you can see, Big Nose Bomber, it is called that for a reason. It's got a big fat nose on it. You can see our cockpit up top there. We got some nice shiny custom engines in here. These also have helicopter engines inside them, set behind this cone on the front here for stability. We have our landing gear, which will automatically pop up and fold up to the bottom of the wing when we take off. We have some cool looking wing design here. Nice wing shape with our controllable ailerons in the back here. And we've got some functionality with our wings in the back here as well. And our fold-up tail gear, which is 2 of our bicycle wheels. Nice and light, they'll just fold right up into the tail there. And our carpet bombing doors there will open up once we're in the air, and we have 10 explosive cannons inside that will be facing downwards. And yeah, we can rain destruction on the ground. So, number 1, thrusters. WASD for flight controls. We'll just pull back. Landing gear will fold up. We'll lose a couple frames. Flies nice and level as well. It almost takes off on its own. So once she gets nice and level, she just flies level. Very steady, very sturdy. Bomb bay doors open with Q. As you can see, they pop open here. Left shift toggles our random firing action. Just leave a trail of destruction. Great for bombing. Again, because it stays nice and level and nice and straight. Q again will fold that closed. Tuck it up out of the way. Nice and hidden. Doesn't even look like it opens. And G is for our gunner. We lower him out the back like this. See, he's got 4 cannons of his own. He can rotate and he can tilt that seat so he can fire around. The only downside is having that smoke. When you're in that seat, you got a bit of a smoke trail above you. but you can still see all the way around. You can rotate all the way around. And yes, you can shoot your own plane, which is good, you know, the realism. And then G again folds them right back up inside, out of the way, so you can continue your carpet bombing run. Totally landable as well, even though this thing's so large. Landing gear keeps your belly pretty close to the ground. But I thought this would be an interesting air-to-air combat. I know it's so hard to shoot when you're in a fighter jet in this game. To have agility in your jet, you end up being almost impossible to either be hit or to hit anybody else unless you literally just run into them. You have more luck ramming them than you do shooting them. So I figured with something big like this, go as big as you can. This is almost maximum complexity. I think it's 2 short or 3 short of maximum complexity. Alright, back to the carrier. See if we can land this puppy. Ooh, pretty close. Pretty close. Mind you, if we were carrying explosives, they probably would have detonated at that point. It would have been like, a little more training there, buddy, before you go for your next flight, I think. So yeah, if you get a chance to watch this, let Scrapman know, hey, download this thing. It's on the shop. So your name's in the description, so search for that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in once again. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. And we will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.